The Test of Truth. A Mother's Plea. A King's Fall. Queen Mainavati had found her path. She had attained the rarest of realizations under the guidance of the great Nath yogi, Jalandharnath. But her heart was far from content. Her son, King Gopichand, drowned in worldly pleasures and sensual excesses, was still lost. Night after night, she prayed not for herself, but for him, for his awakening, his salvation. It pained her to see him waste his youth in the grandeur of palace life, blind to the impermanence of luxury and power. One day, as she stood on her balcony, she saw her son being bathed in oils, milk, and honey by a row of maids in the palace courtyard below. Gopichand laughed in indulgence, unaware of the hollowness behind such pomp. Tears welled in Mainavati's eyes, tears not of joy, but of grief. 2 hot drops escaped and fell silently onto Gopichand's skin. Startled, Gopichand looked up, confused. When he saw his mother weeping, he rushed to her side, alarmed. "Mother, why do you cry? What sorrow has touched you today?" She looked into his eyes and said gently, "I cried for you, my son. You are as handsome and strong as your father once was, but even he was not spared by time. All that you revel in, this beauty, this wealth, will one day be reduced to dust. Make your life meaningful, child. Surrender to God. Seek truth before it is too late." Gopichand was struck by the weight of her words. "But where shall I find such truth, mother? Who will teach me the wisdom of the self?" "There is one," Mainavati replied, "a Nath yogi named Jalandharnath. He lives on the outskirts of the city, hidden from the world in silence and simplicity. Surrender to him. Realize that all this is fleeting. Find your purpose." The king nodded slowly. "I will, but not now. Let me first complete 12 years of royal duties. Then I shall renounce." Mainavati's face darkened. Time waits for no one. What is promised to you even 12 minutes from now? The right moment is now. Unknown to them, this exchange was overheard by Queen Lumavanti, Gopichand's favorite and most cunning wife. Her heart trembled, not out of fear for her husband's future, but for her own status and comfort. She summoned her closest allies, 28 royal wives in total, and shared what she had heard. "Mainavati is turning our king into a hermit. If he becomes a yogi, what will become of us?" Panic spread among them, but none could devise a plan to stop him. That night, Lumavanti hatched a plot cloaked in sweetness. After dinner, she welcomed Gopichand into her chambers. Draped in elegance, she served him with love, charm, and grace until he melted in her warmth. When his mood was mellow, she asked slyly, "My lord, is it true that mother wishes to send you to the yogi Jalandhar?" Gopichand nodded. "Yes. She wants me to begin the path of renunciation." Lumavanti's expression turned somber. "Then I must tell you the truth. She plans to crown Jalandhar in your place. She wants you out of the picture. Once you're gone, she will rule with him. They will discard us like old jewelry." Her words stung. Though it seemed unthinkable, a seed of suspicion had been planted. Gopichand's face stiffened. He didn't argue, didn't accuse. Instead, he rose in silence and left Lumavanti's palace. That night, under the cover of darkness, he summoned his most loyal ministers. "Prepare to leave," he said, his voice cold. "No word to anyone, not even the queens. Tonight, we strike." Silently, they slipped through a secret passage and made their way to the edge of the city. There, in a crumbling ruin near the garbage pits, they found Jalandhar meditating in peace. Without a word, the ministers seized the yogi and hurled him into a deep, abandoned well. Above it, they dumped heaps of garbage, horse dung, cow waste, town refuse, until the well was buried. Speak of this to no one, Gopichand commanded. He is gone. The matter is over. By midnight, they returned to the palace. Gopichand played the role of the oblivious king, as if nothing had happened. The next day, townsfolk noticed the strange sight. Someone's finally filled that dangerous old well, they said. And that yogi, what happened to him? The one with the bale of hay floating over his head? Vanished, I guess. These saints, they come and go like shadows. But he was a great one. Meanwhile, Mainavati was crushed. The yogi was gone. Her son was lost again, and her hope seemed extinguished. Gopichand pretended to mourn with her, concealing the truth even from Lumavanti. But deep beneath the surface, the story was not yet over. Jalandhar, though buried in filth, was untouched. With the power of his mantra, he invoked two divine weapons, Vajrastra and Akashastra. The garbage heap lifted into the air, suspended like a dark cloud above the well. Inside the silent pit, Jalandhar sat in unshakable samadhi, undisturbed, undefeated. He had not fought back. He had not cursed the king.